Hey, what's up guys? I'm the Davidic one and welcome back to another video here on the channel. If you're new here, we do lots of cool art videos and challenges and tutorials. So if it sounds like something you'd be into, make sure that you hit the subscribe button down below. In today's video, I'm going to be drawing for 10 hours and just seeing what I can come up with in that amount of time. For this challenge, I'm going to be drawing Jesus in a Doctor Strange pose. And the reason I came up with this idea is because in school I have a religion teacher and his favorite superhero is Doctor Strange. So I thought, hey, Doctor Strange has some pretty cool poses. What if I posed Jesus in one of them? So without further ado, let's get right into this challenge. Hope you guys enjoy. Psh. To start off this drawing, I got a few reference images of Doctor Strange, turned the transparency down, and used them to get a rough idea of what I wanted the pose to look like. Next, I made a refined sketch, which basically means that I began to add in all the details and stuff I wanted to include in the piece. The goal in this stage was not to make everything look neat and tidy, but just to get everything in and know the placement for where I wanted to have stuff. I really like this stage because you can really see your concept start to come to life. You're sketching in a bunch of details and making it look fairly messy, but still decently good. It's almost like a messy version of a finished drawing. Next came the line art stage, and this is where I do want to make everything look neat and clean. So I went around and outlined all the different shapes and parts of the character. You can see that in the line art stage, I make the lines fairly thin, and that's just to make sure that it doesn't look super cartoony. Here you can see that I'm redoing some of the strands of the thorns, because in some areas in the rough sketch I didn't have all 3 strands. And I wanted everything to look right and good in the line art stage. After the line art was completed, it was time for the base color stage. And this is where I basically block in all the colors I wanted to include in the piece. I don't really like how drawings look during this stage because they look really flat and boring, but it's a necessary part of the process. have some epic Avengers music, which I thought suited the drawing pretty well. Next came the cell shading stage, and this is where I began to shadow the piece, but I just blocked in the shadows and did them with only a single color. Some art styles only use cell shading, but I wanted to give it a little bit of more realistic look, so I went in later with some more shading. Okay, so currently I'm working on this drawing and I'm not quite happy with how the robe is turning out, so I'm gonna add a new layer and try to fix that. After the cell shading stage came the refined shading and highlight stage. So for this stage, I basically added in details with my shadows and blended in my cell shading with, you know, mixed blends, so it didn't just look like a block. And you can see with this stage, the drawing starts to get a lot more depth. Here you can see I'm adding some highlights on the sash, then I go in and make the shadows deeper, and then finally I go and add some cross hatching to make it look extra detailed. Honestly, most people won't even notice it, but it's the small details that really make a piece stand out. And with 10 hours, I do have the time to add the little details. Finally, it was time for the final detail stage, and in this stage I mainly added some glow effects and a little bit of rim lighting. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe button, notification bell, like button. Do it. Let's go. Also, if you thought this was a cool concept, do your own little challenge. Try drawing in 10 hours and see what you can come up with. Until next time, I'm the Davidic one. Stay safe.